All right, everybody, welcome back to, I think, our fourth tutorial, which is going to be our final set of stretch and folds, and pretty much close to the end of the bulk rise. So I'm about 3 hours into the process from where I started with that mix in tutorial number 1 to where we are right now. I know the time frame can seem kind of daunting to a lot of people, like, hey, I don't have that much time. You know what? If you're doing it just once, you do. And two, just so you know, like, I'm not sitting here just watching this dough. So every time, I finish a set or I do some work, I do what I need to do, wash my hands, and then, I've been cleaning my house, doing laundry, took the dogs for a walk, watching some TV, drinking coffee, plenty of stuff, plenty of time in between. So you're not really actively doing a lot of work. You just got to kind of, be around for, those little 30-minute increments to do some work. And then, it breaks it up easily. So you can fit it into your day, as long as you're not gone from your house for hours at a time. Anyways, moving on to the last set of our stretch and folds. So you can see here, we're looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with what I'm seeing here so far. So, our rise and jiggle is looking pretty good. We're seeing this nice solid dome shape on the side. That's a good sign of fermentation. It's hard to tell on the bottom. I'm not gonna worry about that right now, just because you may not have a glass bottom bowl. Anyway, so we're gonna do this last series of stretch and folds, and I'm gonna show you what the Windowpane test is, and hopefully we're gonna pass that Windowpane test, which means that we don't need to stretch and fold anymore. Our dough is strong, it'll rise great, and then we're just waiting for the bulk fermentation to finish at that point. So here we go. All right, so like I said, this is gonna be the last set of stretch and folds. So I'm gonna be really gentle because we don't want to really expel any gas out of the dough anymore. So as you can kind of see, I hope you can tell on the video quality is good enough to see that this dough is really starting to smooth out. So when you think about where this came from that big shaggy mess earlier, now it's this smooth, I don't really like this word, but sort of supple ball of dough that's going to be, ready for us. So yeah, this is looking pretty good. So I'm going to stop right there because it doesn't need any more strength, I don't think. So Windowpane test. So, get your slightly damp hands here, grab a little bit of piece right here, and just like with your couple fingers right here, and just pull it apart. So you can see it is stretching, but it is not breaking. Well, it broke a little bit there. That's because I was kind of pulling it pretty hard for a dramatic effect. So we are pretty good right there. If it does, if it gets to like right here and it starts to break, just give it another set of stretch and folds. Just kind of go do it again. That'll help strengthen the dough up a little bit more. You won't hurt that. Dough is a living thing. It's a living process. It might take you longer to do it one time versus another. You just got to kind of work with what the dough's giving you. So this dough is good. I am done stretching and folding at this point. One thing I am going to do, that's just because I can get a little OCD with this stuff, or a little compulsive, I suppose. I like my dough to be in a nice shape, so I'm just going to kind of pick it up and round it out in here. You do not need to do this. I just like having a nice balled shape in here. Gives just me a better visual of what I'm kind of working with. You can see here, I'm just tucking the sides down the bowl until it gets this nice little dome shape right here. So yeah, like I said, we're looking really good. I think I'm pretty happy with this process so far. You can see these little, kind of looking down here, you see little air bubbles, that fermentation. That's a really good sign that our yeast and our dough is being really active and doing its job. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave it here. So the next video, probably in about, it's really hard to tell. I'm gonna have to check on it. Probably about an hour. I think we got about another hour of fermentation for this to rise. It'll get bigger than this. And then we'll be ready to dump it out on our surface and start the shaping process. And that's about it for now. All right, later.